What is up, everyone? I hope you are having a great morning or afternoon or evening wherever you are in the world. And I don't know how many people are going to watch this live stream because this is a very awkward time of day. Very, very awkward time of day. But I want to share something with you, man. I have learned something about living in Thailand, and I have learned something very important about living in Thailand. And it's something that I want to share with you guys. Hey, George, what's up, Happy Dog? Good to see you, my friend. I'm trying to find the video here. Hello, everyone tuning in. I'm trying to find the video on my page, and it's not letting me find it. Chuck, good to see you, man. I hadn't seen you in a long time. Um, let's see if we can hit videos and find it here. I'm trying to look because I'm vlogging on my cell phone, guys, and I'm trying to look. Yeah, there it is. I want to be able to see the comments on my screen over there. Time over here is 5:08. 5:08 p.m. That's currently what time it is right now. So, anyway, now I can see the whole chat. Let me change it from top chat to live chat. And let's talk. What is the key? Hello to everybody. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of hello in this time because I really want to talk. What is the key to survive in Thailand? And it is time management. I have found that out. Time management. The seriousness of time management can make or break you over here is what I found out. Let me give an example. As you all know, I work, and what I do at work is I get all of my work done, and then I get prepared for work that is not even happening yet, right? So I get double prepared for work. And I'll take my lunch break, and occasionally I'll set off a live stream during my lunch break. No different than somebody, calling home on their lunch break, or somebody taking 20 minutes to, Skype somebody, or whatever the case may be. It's no different. It's time management. It's how well you manage yourself, how well you manage your workload, your caseload. What's up, Ty Guy Bry? It's how well you just, how well do you really want to make ends meet in Thailand? That's what I'm trying to say, right? Do you do the right thing all the time and hope for the best? Yeah, you do. You do the right thing all the time, right? And it will be, you'll have a good outcome. Seriously, you'll have a good outcome. For me, I've talked to, over the past 2 days, I've talked to some very important people in the place that I live, and they have told me some very interesting things. They have told me some things like things not to worry about and things to worry about. And the main thing that they have focused on, the common denominator in their sequence of what you should do and what you should not do is very simple. It's how do you manage your time? What are you doing with your time? That's pretty much what it boils down to. And I am excited to say that my time management has taken an entirely different direction than it was when I first got here. Because when I first got here, as many of you know, my financial situation was different. Everything was different. Thailand was new to me. All that stuff was different. Now, with the teacher salary, you can live off a teacher salary, and anybody that says that you can't is just, they either don't know how or they've never done it before. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to travel every single weekend and that you're going to be able to, go to really expensive places all the time, that kind of thing. But man, you can have a good life off a teacher's salary. I eat well. I go, hey KJ, I go to the movies. I go out to eat with my friends. I have a motorbike that I rent that's fairly nice. What's up, Juan? You know, I have these things, and I have a good life, and I have a great job. So you're leaving in 2 hours in Bangkok. I hear you, bud. But you know, I get so many questions about this thing. Thai teachers do it. Why can't you? Exactly, Happy Dog. Exactly. You know, and without getting into the specifics of the money, right? As a foreign teacher at any school, you're probably going to make a decent wage. And a decent wage, I'm talking about in relation to the average Thai salary. You're going to make a decent wage. And it's something to be grateful for, something to be joyous about. David says, hi JC, actually made a live stream for once. 18 days left. Cool, man. I can't wait to see you. A lot of people have been asking me about teaching in Thailand, and I want to tell you, I want to encourage you, you too, George, I want to encourage you to get online, find the school. I've never used an agency in my life for teaching, so you know, I hear horror stories about them all the time. Oh, you're headed to the fields, Chuck. I hear you, buddy. Good luck over there, man. I don't use agencies. I probably won't ever use an agency. I might at some point if I deem it necessary. But for the most part, I don't see me using an agency to get a job for several reasons. And I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to, you know, talk bad about agencies in general, because there are some really good agencies here in Thailand that I've heard some great stories about. And then I've heard those stories that, you know, are not so great as well. I don't know which ones are true and which ones are not because I didn't personally experience them. So I'm not going to talk about people or other things that I haven't personally experienced unless the people that I'm talking about, like some of the video content I give you on this channel, comes from people that I know have actually experienced this stuff. So that being said, what am I so happy about? You're probably wondering, you're like, Jeremy, you look really happy. Like, what are you so happy about? Well, there are a number of things I'm happy about. One is I'm going to a special place this weekend. I'm going to a very special place. And you guys are just going to have to hold out for where I'm going. It could be a game changer in terms of many things. And it may not be. It may not be. We're going to see what happens. But I'm excited about the future here in Thailand, and I'm excited because I learned how to manage my time. Doing this live stream tonight was not something I had intended on doing, but I fell just slightly behind where I felt like I needed to be. All my work was caught up today at work. If I wanted to, on my lunch break, I could have sat down and popped off a stream real quick and said hey to you guys and talked to you just like everybody else talks on their cell phone and everybody else talks on their messaging apps or whatever. I could have done the same thing. But I chose not to because I chose to go ahead and get work done because that's most important. Thank you so much for the super chat, Craig. I genuinely appreciate that, brother. Thank you. And I appreciate you tuning in. But I chose not to. Why? Because right now work is, well, I say right now, but the thing about it is work is the priority. My job is a priority. That's something that I need here in Thailand. And, you know, YouTube is a secondary priority at this point in my life. It's a secondary priority. And until I get that master's in international teaching, it's probably going to stay that way because when the master's comes in international, I get the international certificate and I can teach in other places, then, you know, I'll be traveling with you guys, YouTube and blogging myself. People get me mixed up a little bit, you know, that like, yeah, one day I hope to be financially independent, but that day is going to be a long time from now. This is not something that takes away from other things that I do in my life. This is something that adds to it, and I love it. Desert Rider says time waste differs from material waste in that there can be no salvage. I have to say that that is one of the best quotes I've ever heard there, Desert Rider. That is so true, because you cannot get time back. That's for sure. That's one thing you can't get back is time. You can get back a whole lot of things. Time is not one of them. And I learned that, and I learned it the hard way too. I typically tend to learn everything the hard way. But financial security is the first step to financial freedom. That's exactly right, Happy Dog. And you know, with this, I don't really. It's YouTube is a hobby, but it's also something that I'm just passionate about. I'm passionate about it being a launching platform for whatever comes next in my life, and you know, it helps bring along that financial security that I'm looking for. You know, but like I said before, you can live comfortably here off a teacher salary. You know, off a teacher salary, in the month of May, I went out to eat with my friends just about every weekend. I traveled to Bonpay. I traveled to the docks there at Koh Samet, did some shooting for you there. I traveled out to the resort. I don't want to say, gosh, I'm going to mispronounce the name, but I made plenty of videos on the resort. How long have you been uploading YouTube? I started uploading, I uploaded one video one time, like a long time ago, but I started uploading in, I think, August of 2017. So, you know, this has been kind of just a joyous hobby, because I was a photographer before hey Glenn, I was a photographer first, okay? And this kind of bled into videography, and it really just became something that I enjoy doing. And I enjoy sharing content with you guys. I enjoy talking about Thailand. I'm the first one to admit that I'm no expert on Thailand or anything else in Thailand. I'm not an expert on immigration. I'm not an expert on Thai law. I'm not an expert on travel in Thailand. I'm not an expert on any of that stuff. But what I do, you like that from an English teacher? What I do is make sure that I share my life with you guys. That's what I do. And that's what we do, because when we do that, we learn how to do more life. And that's what this is all about, doing more life. This is not about, let me catch this real quick. Billy says, I want to go to the Philippines. Have you been to Cebu City and Davao? Safe. I lived in Cebu City, and I loved Cebu City. I've never been to Davao. I said Davao. I've never been to Davao while I was there. I never made it there. But Philippines is a great country. Great country. F something, I'm not sure how to read that. I enjoy your channel. Your accent is a pleasure to listen to. Thanks, man. It's kind of country, and you know, it is what it is. Billy says, what teacher salary would be enough to live? Well, that depends on what your cost of living is. You know, how much do you need to survive? So that's what I would tell you. Same thing I would tell anybody else. What do you need to survive? And you look at you know, the job and the salary, what it pays before you take the job, so that you know if you're going to have enough to survive on or not. And the way you do that is you take a vacation to Thailand and you learn how much stuff costs, okay? Or you watch a bunch of YouTube videos on Thailand and you get a general idea. Or you come with some friends and that kind of thing and say you want to teach for a year, teach for 2 years, that kind of thing. You can get a general idea, and you know, you've always got that support in your corner. B says, sup, finally got my non-immigrant visa done. Can't wait to be there in 2 weeks. Awesome, B. That's good news, man. Having a non-immigrant visa does provide little bit of different types of security for you. Sometimes having a work permit makes things a lot easier. Happy Dog says, as someone who has lived in Thailand 4 years, same lifestyle I had in Los Angeles costs us 60% less. I couldn't agree more. So, you know, you may look at salaries over here if you want to come as a teacher, or if you want to come and apply for a corporate job. And it may seem like it's a very low number when you look at it in American dollars, but you got to remember, this is Thailand. Cost of living over here is much cheaper than it is in the USA. Like Happy Dog just said, it's about 60% cheaper. So, you know, you figure you need 60% of whatever you want to live off of if you want to live the same lifestyle. Me personally, I gave up a few things that I thought I had to have in coming over here. And it's been the best thing in the world for me. Minimum wage is $10 a day here, says Happy Dog. Glenn says, do you have to have a degree in order to teach English in Thailand? You do need a bachelor's degree, and from there it gets complicated, so I'm not really going to go into it yet because I haven't gotten all the answers. Some of those answers are coming this weekend, hopefully. I am meeting with someone a long way away. It's going to be a long bike trip this weekend, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Online sites to teach English. I used to teach through Data ABC. I don't know that I would recommend them. I mean, no reason not to, I don't guess. There are also VIP Kids. One of my friends actually works for them right now, and they seem to be really enjoying it for sure. Jack Mack, hello from Sydney, Australia. Hello to you, sir. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know it's a little funky time here, but I really wanted to talk about just how important time management is and what it gives you the freedom and ability to do, because if you can do multiple things and multiple tasks, right? See, hey Giovanni, see, I'm not one of these vloggers that has nothing to do all day but make vlogs and talk about people. That's not who I am. I have a full-time job, and that full-time job comes first and foremost. It has to. I'm also not a vlogger that's retired and has nothing to do all day. Okay? I work 40 hours a week, and I fit this in as I can. Sometimes I'm just physically too exhausted in order to put out a video or make content. Sometimes I do like I do today. I was going to shoot a video, but I thought, why not just do a live stream, because the topic is kind of fresh on your mind, and just get it out there that way. Now, one thing that I do want to caution anyone that comes to Thailand is this. Any level of success that you have as a person, if you make yourself a public figure, even if you don't make yourself a public figure, okay? If you're just surrounded by some of the same people every day, even if you're not a public figure, they're going to hate you. And they're going to hate you because you're doing something they're not, okay? And they're going to hate you because of any reason. Anything they can find to hate you with, they're going to hate you. That's it. So you might as well get prepared. Let's see, David says, ha ha, for me this isn't a funky time, it's perfect. Normally like 3 or 4 in the morning. I hear you. I know you're in I know where, well, I'm not going to say where you live, but I know where you are, so it probably is a good time for you. Just be careful of who you associate yourself with over here. That's another really, really big deal. People that you think will be your friend will turn out to be your worst enemy, and they will do it with a smile on their face. Same way everywhere else. Gordon, if I wasn't retired in Jomtien but somewhere in rural Thailand, I would die of boredom. I bet you would. I bet you would, man. You and there you are. Hi, JC. Good to hear from you again. Like thejarn.com. So, oh, did you actually go over there and apply? That's pretty cool. Mark says, wow, actually caught a live stream when Jeremy's live, morning, evening. Yeah, good. It's evening here, but I assume it's morning where you are, so that's pretty cool. But those are kind of my warning signs. You want to stay away, what to stay away from in Thailand. You want to stay away from gossipy people, because remember this. And this is not just Thailand. This goes for anywhere in the world, okay? So what you want to stay away from is the gossipy people, because the way that someone talks about other people to you is the same way they talk about you to other people. So just make sure when you're making friends, keep that circle small and tight, and really, really, really hang on to your personal information, because if you start to feel comfortable with someone and you want to give them some of your personal information, you feel like you're building a bond with them, you're probably not. You're probably not. There are those few exceptions, and we have to be careful when we make those decisions. And looks like you lost a lot of weight. I've lost a little bit of weight, but here's the most important thing, guys. When you put yourself in a position like myself as a public figure, right? Number one, you have to be prepared for the consequences. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared that somebody's not going to like you, and somebody's going to say something to you. Somebody's going to try to get you fired from your job. Somebody's going to try to get you broken up with your girlfriend. Somebody's going to try to get you for something. Somebody's going to try to get you for something. So those are the consequences that I personally accept. I accept them. I've made myself a public figure. I understand what goes on behind the scenes of my life. I understand a lot more about some of the people that I associate myself with than they think I do. And I also, what I really have learned to enjoy is happiness really kills people. It really does. It really drives people absolutely out of their freaking mind. Hey, Mr. K, Desert Rider says Rike has talked about this a lot as well. Yeah, I hadn't watched a whole lot of his stuff lately, but he does a pretty good job. What type of laptop do you have, Windows or Mac? Windows. David says, they say if you can count your real friends on one hand, you're a lucky person. That's very, very true. Very true. Chris says, Jay, are you talking about the expat folks or the Thai people? Definitely not the Thai people. Thai people are wonderful. I'm talking about expats. Do you stay near the city center of Bangkok? No, I don't stay near Bangkok. Giovanni says, that's true. Some guy expat in the Philippines really tried to lie about me in the Philippines. Well, I've been there, done that. Happy Dog says, all you really need are 6 friends, just enough to carry the casket. That's so true, man. Jason says, nobody is best buddies with every Joe and Jane they meet on the street. Why would you sow that abroad just because you're both expats? I agree. Select your friends with care. I 100% agree. Because your friends will turn into, you got to remember, everybody at the end of the day is going to be out for their own self-interest, okay? They're going to be out for their own self-interest. And what I have found that if you are nice to those people that are only out for, I don't know about that, but if you are nice to people, man, and you really kill people with happiness, like if you put yourself out there and say, I'm going to be the humble one, I want to be the person that sits down with you and has the conversation. I want to be the person that tries to clear the air. I want to be the person that tries to make things right, because being around animosity and negativity is not productive in any way for anybody, under any circumstances, for any reason, right? Happy Dog just said it best. Be the friend that you want to have. And that's it. Be the friend that you want to have. And you will literally kill people with kindness. Not like actual death, but you will drive people crazy by being kind to them. And that is a phenomenon that I find absolutely fascinating. Because for me, see, I used to compete, right? Graham says the American people are lovely, the Brits particularly. That's cool. I used to compete with other vloggers. Like I would watch and see, what they were, what their numbers was. Socially selective, exactly, Frank. I would see what their numbers were, and I would compare myself to them, and I would think, oh God, I'm not doing as good as them. I haven't done that in months. And I don't compare myself to anybody else, whether that be in a working atmosphere or in a blogging atmosphere, whatever the case may be, right? I've got this going on, the YouTube thing. I've got a Teespring store where you can buy DoMoreLife merchandise. All of my stuff is just getting off the ground. The only person that I compete with is myself. That's it. That's it. I compete with myself. No competition when you're the best, JC. Oh, and this is another thing. If you do come to a place, pretty much anywhere in Southeast Asia, yeah, you're right, Gordon. Thanks, F. I appreciate that. If you come to any place in Southeast Asia, okay, they're all looking, with the exception of maybe Malaysia, they're all looking for English teachers. Okay, so if you're an English teacher and for some reason you lose your job or you get fired or something like that, you can probably get, as long as you have your credentials with you, you can probably get another job in a week or less. Okay, and that's here in Thailand. In other countries, Vietnam and Cambodia, they're really, really, really putting the word out for teachers. So if someone or something is bothering you to the point where you think your job or your livelihood for some reason may be in danger, just remember, all you got to do is walk out of one into another. You're not in danger, so don't stress over it. This is what we talked about, I believe yesterday, was Sabai Sabai. Wait, did I say that right? Happy Dog, did I say that right? Sabai Sabai? I think so. Just let it roll, man. Just let it roll. Let all the anger and animosity that everybody else gives you, just let it roll. Just let it roll off your back. Because it's not affecting you unless you let it affect you. Don't let it affect you. Easy, easy. Exactly. Easy, easy. Easy, easy. Just be happy, man. Be happy. Be a happy person. Be the person that people want to be around, and I guarantee you that you will be successful. If you are a person that people enjoy saying hey to, if you're a person that people enjoy speaking to, if you're a person that people enjoy sharing conversations with, you will be successful no matter what. Guys, don't worry. Sabai, sabai. That's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to keep the stream kind of short. I wanted to catch some guys that I normally don't catch because of the time of the day that it is. Craig, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that, brother. You are one heck of a dude. Desert Rider says, do you have a signed long-term contract to teach in schools there? It all depends on the school, my friend. All depends on the school. You can sign a 1 year in some places, 6 months in some places, semesters in other places. It just depends. It just depends. Me personally, I work, nobody, I'm not even responding to that. Fong says, you look different like a professor. Why shave? I had to meet with some very important people, and I have to meet with them again this weekend. And you know, I got let me remove that because I don't. That's we don't need that stuff. But I wanted to look, you know, sharp, and not that I love my beard, but you know, I wanted to look, you know, as well dressed and as well as clean cut as I possibly could. I even put my dentures in, so it looked like I had a full mouth of teeth. But that's a whole separate conversation that has nothing to do with anything. I encourage you guys do not worry about me. That's for sure. I'm gonna be fine, one way or the other. You might hear YouTube rumors about certain stuff. Good morning, Red. You might hear rumors from other people about me or whatever. Trust me, I'm okay. I will be okay. Okay? So don't worry, guys. My mentality, my mindset is already there. I've already won in my mind. Okay? So, yeah, Giovanni, everything's great, man. Everything's great. But meeting with important people requires a different mindset than, you know, just your average day. Because these people are not only influential, they're not only extremely influential, they also can be very good for you, and can be very not so good for others. So you really, that's why I shaved. I shaved because I wanted to put on a first class look for first class people. And the good thing about it is, in my short time here in Thailand, which is I think 14 or 15 months, I have met some great people. I have been very fortunate to meet some people who are in, let's just say, higher level positions. I know people in the community that I live, who would definitely have my back, and they're Thai, they're not Americans. Would definitely have my back should I need them to. And I don't mean in a physical altercation. I mean in any kind of other ordeal. So I don't worry, guys. I don't worry. And like I said, whether you're in America, okay, let's say you're a computer sales rep in America, okay, everybody wants to buy a computer. Everybody's buying computers. So if you get fired from your computer sales rep job, walk out of that job, go to the next one, put in your resume, and tell them why you're the best computer sales rep ever, and get the job, okay? And it's no different here in Thailand or Vietnam or Cambodia or whatever. If you're a teacher, I've recently heard a few teachers worried because they were not at my place of employment. This has nothing to do with my place of employment. Let me say this for the record. My place of employment is awesome, okay? It's awesome. It really is. Yeah, but I'm not going that way, Gordon. This has nothing to do with violence, brother. Nothing. Steve, 63 days to go to a new life in Thailand. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Yeah, this has nothing to do with violence, bro. My place of employment is one of the best places, I feel like, in Thailand that I could possibly work. I love the vast majority of people that I work with, and I like the rest. Whether they like me or not, doesn't matter. I like them. And I could not be happier with the job that I have. The students that I have, many of them are subscribed to this channel. Many of their parents watch this channel and get a kick out of it. I've never gotten a bad comment from a parent or a student about my YouTube channel. You know, people say, "Oh, you got videos about Pattaya on there, and you got, okay, see you, David." They say you got videos about nasty stuff and this, that, and the other. You got to look at the context of the video. The context of the videos that I put on here about Pattaya, excuse me. Did I say it right? Pattaya? Or Pattaya? Pattaya. I can't remember. Yeah, shave look is most preferred, Jason. Sorry, I bit my tongue, guys. I'm having a hard time talking. And yes, ladies do prefer it. But, God, I lost my train of thought. Happy Dog says no. What are you saying no to? Because I forgot. What was I talking about? 63 days. I can't remember. You never done it. Oh, yeah. The videos that I do on these things, you have to watch the videos, okay? You watch the videos and Pattaya. Okay, gotcha. So you watch the videos and you learn that I'm not out making videos about hot women doing disgracious things. I'm trying to teach you, the expat that's coming over, right? I'm trying to teach you guys what not to do. I'm trying to warn you based off of experience that I've seen other people have and a few of my own experiences. I'm trying to teach you what not to do to keep you out of trouble. I mean, if you look at all the videos, look at the island videos. Has YouTube provided you with opportunities, work, and business? As far as endorsements and stuff like that goes, Billy, no, they haven't. So if you look at the island videos where we got the pretty girls out there and we're on the beach or we're on Monkey Island or whatever the case may be, all of those girls have at the very least a bathing, or at the what am I trying to say? They have nothing seductive on other than a bathing suit, and most of them don't even wear their full bathing suit. So you can't go down that route when you try to talk about my YouTube channel. You can't go down the route of the quote unquote sex pat tourist, because that's just garbage. Everybody knows that. Anybody that's been here, and many of you have been here and met me personally, know that that's just garbage, because even when I'm in places like Pattaya, or I'm in bed, I'm hanging out with guys, we'll go out, I'm going home at 10:30, 11 o'clock. I got to get my sleep. That's just the way I do things. So these videos that I put out on this channel, exactly, Mark, are cautionary tales, right? Wise people will listen to them. That's exactly right. It's just a channel of cautionary tales. The point of this channel is to teach you how to do more life. And in teaching you how to do more life, I'm teaching you how to successfully do more life. I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I have seen others make, and I don't want you to make any mistakes that I have made. Okay? So, for the record, this channel does not need sanitizing. This channel is perfectly fine and has a lot of great, excellent content on it, okay, that you can use to come to Thailand and help yourself. I can assure you. I think I've put together a decent channel. I've got 100 and something videos that I shot in the Philippines. I now have over 500, like 30, 40 videos in total. There's a lot of information on this channel. There's a lot of information on me on this channel. There's a lot of information on my background on this channel. I'm not trying to hide anything from anybody. Well, like, you can go to and watch 7 Years of Freedom. You can go watch 8 Years of Freedom. You can go watch some of these things, and you can see that my past wasn't the best past in the world. But the person that I was then is not the person I am now. And it's evident in if I was still a piece of garbage, would I have 21,912 subscribers? I mean, I don't brag on my numbers ever, but I'm just saying, if I was that bad of a person, if I was up to something, if I was scheming, if I was doing all these backdoor things, do you think that people would really trust me? People can see through things. It's not hard, right? I am open, honest, and I have given the utmost integrity to this channel. People say, why don't you tell everybody where you live? Well, here's why. Because it's my business and it's my personal business. Just like I don't tell people where I work, because I don't want anything attached to that school and me. Nothing. Hey, elite class, what's up, buddy? Hadn't heard from you for a while, but I hope you're doing well. Because the school has nothing to do with YouTube. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nor does where I live have anything to do with YouTube. And at the end of the day, it's my personal business. Now, I recently got doxxed. For those of you that don't know what doxing is, doxing means somebody gave out your personal information and they put it online, which is then slander. So it went from libel to slander. And the Thailand slander and libel laws are excruciatingly thorough, and contrary to places like the Philippines, for example, which if you have two foreigners going at it about slander and libel, they would probably laugh you out of the room. Thailand, not gonna happen, and I know this because I shaved. So, with that being said, I'll let you put two and two together, and I want to tell all you guys that I really love you. Yes, they do have to be false statements, Gordon. You are absolutely correct. However, do you know in the Philippines that if you say something about a Filipino, that it's slander, even if it's true? That's the law. Look it up. I swear to God, it's the law. Look it up. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it's true. But yeah, you're right. For us Americans, slander and libel does have to be things that are untrue, and they've also made it a crime to dox people. YouTube has actually made it a channel killer for doxing people. Happy Dog says, those might be the names of my 2 next dogs. Slander and libel. I love it. I love it. But the thing about it is, guys, just live carefree, man. If stuff comes up in your life, just deal with it. Just deal with it at one shot, one shot. Take care of it. Preparation is the key to anxiety. Is the key to not having anxiety. What was this comment? Never understood those nosy Nellies wanting to know everything about somebody. Well, in the YouTube community, it's more of, I'm going to intimidate you because I know where you live, or I know where you work, or I'm going to call your job, or I'm going to pay off your coworker to say something, or I'm going to have somebody lie to somebody about you in a high ranking place or something like that. It's always some kind of nonsense. Like I said, man, do I look worried? I mean, really, do I look worried? You can't be worried about this stuff, guys. When you come to these places, don't let the little stuff worry you. I know many times on this channel, I've said things like, all you have to do is say the wrong thing to the wrong person and you're going to either get fired or get thrown in jail or something like that. But the truth of the matter is, you can get yourself out of those things fairly easily. And, if it's going to jail, that may be a little bit of a different thing. But if it's like a job situation, for example, you just go to the next job. I mean, it is what it is. You got a little money saved, you're good to go. Steve says, trolls living in basements, sad people. I agree. And trolls don't always live in the basement either. Jason says, laws are very different in Thailand. You simply cannot talk whatever you want about other people, true or not. You can't. That's absolutely 100% correct, Jason. Absolutely 100% correct. Gordon said, disclosing personal information without consent is illegal in most countries, but it is a civil matter. That's right, it's civil. It's not criminal, but it is civil. It does turn criminal when people drive by your house and threaten to cause you some type of bodily harm. That is criminal. Jason says, you can't deface another person. That's it. Like me, for example, I have a YouTube channel that earns money. The YouTube channel I have is trademarked. Therefore, I got a 1040, which makes it a business, right? So every time someone says something false about me, or defames my character, or puts it out on the internet, they are committing slander. They just are. And I'm talking about the stuff that's not true, because the stuff that is true, I've already told you guys, and that's it. I really wanted to take this time to talk about time management, but really what happened was I just got off on a good tear about just being happy, just happiness and joy, and just enjoy life, man. It's just too short not to. Don't be worried, don't be scared, don't be fearful. Just enjoy things, man. Just enjoy things. Because I really, really, really have a positive outlook on my life from this point forward. And I don't even feel sorry anymore for the people that try to defame me or discredit me or whatever the case may be. Don't care. Time management, speaking of cautionary tales, I know, right? Nothing wrong with happiness. There's absolutely nothing wrong with happiness. Nothing at all wrong with happiness. And you can come to Thailand and be happy. Just remember, whatever you do today, guys, be sure you do more life. I love you. I love Thailand. I love working in Thailand. I love my job in Thailand. I love being in Thailand. I love most of the friends I've made in Thailand. And I like the rest of them. So I'm trying to tell you right now, it's a whole lot easier to be happy than it is to be miserable. Do more life, guys. See ya.